Mahesh Pindra.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I don't know whether it was meant as a compliment to me or as a criticism of corrections, but I was told that corrections standards have declined after I left. So I actually take it as my compliment. So, Mr. Speaker, this electronic monitoring system has been failing since 2008. Since 2008, there have been 15,500 breaches of the system, which means 15,500 times this system has failed, but this government refuses to learn. This government absolutely refuses to learn, and not only that, they are now claiming that they have bought actually new type of electronic monitoring device, which was easily cut by a TV cameraman. Yes. So you can imagine how long the criminals will take to get rid of those electronic bracelets. So in spite of it being failed 15,500 times, that system is not being corrected. Now the custodial systems within corrections, those prisons which are being run by corrections do not have those many problems. Yes, there are systemic failures at times, but the prisons run by the private company called Serco have actually failed miserably to achieve anything except profits for themselves. We are told that 33 million are being paid to Serco to run the newly constructed Mount Eden Corrections Facility. I actually worked in the old Mount Eden prison, which was run by corrections, and it was run very efficiently in spite of the new systems not being present there. There were very few cameras, and there were very few electronic gates. Everything was manual, but the systems worked then. The systems don't work now with Serco. 33 millions, and then there were fight clubs being run there. The criminals were making calls to community members for extortion calls, just like in Colombia. This was happening in Mount Eden Corrections Facility run by Serco. So when that was exposed by the media, the corrections stepped in. They now manage the prison facility, but majority of the staff are still employed by Serco. The systems are being supervised by corrections, but actually being run by Serco again. But it is slightly better than what it used to be earlier. So that's only about Mount Eden Corrections Facility, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair. Now coming to the new Oakland South Corrections Facility. That facility is a huge one. There are about 800 plus prisoners at the moment, or 900. And that again is being managed by Serco. However, recently I've discovered that corrections now give them 3 senior officers to supervise them, to make sure that the systems work. However, 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, there was a case where a prisoner was wrongly released. The prisoner was meant to be released and then re-arrested immediately or moved to a remand facility. But what happened was that the Serco staff who are not adequately trained, they do not have the skills, they went by their own systems. They did not check with corrections, and they did not check that the prisoner had active charges. So they wrongly released a prisoner who actually gave himself in 3 weeks later. So for 3 weeks, that prisoner who was meant to be in the prison was out in the community. That was a huge risk, Mr. Chair, just like the Bessie Gotinko case. So corrections staff are not adequately trained now. The funding has been cut on training, and the qualifications have been liberalized, and those staff actually, there's a huge turnover of staff because the staff are not motivated to continue working with corrections. So coming back to Serco, Mr. Chair, Serco has failed many times, but this government refuses to learn. This government refuses to penalize Serco for that. The only penalty that they get is a cut in their bonuses. They still get their bonuses, but if there's a debacle like that, like the fight clubs and the drug smuggling within prisons, and cell phones. Thank you.
Just a door.
It's among our